Welcome Capricorn to the channel. My name is Robin and this is AriesFireTarot. Thanks so much for tuning in today for your May mid-month 2019 general tarot card reading. Hope you're all doing great out there. Let me know how you are in the comments. If you're new, please take a second to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out and I greatly appreciate it. So anyway, yeah, I hope you're all doing awesome. I'm getting ready to do your tarot reading with the Essential Tarot. So I'm going to do an 8-card spread. I'll do 4 anchor cards and then 4 clarifying cards to do you guys a nice general reading. I really hope that everybody gets something out of the reading. You might not, so just, you know, leave it for somebody else on the channel or listen to what connects with you and leave the rest for somebody else. All right, so I'm going to shuffle a couple more times. I'm going to start pulling cards to do you a nice reading here. One more time, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, all right, so let's start pulling cards. First card I have for you guys is the Death card. So this card creates a certain level of anxiety in people, but you know, when I see this card, I just know that it's time for something to end or a cycle of your life is going to end. I know just people think that it's a bad omen, but it's really, really not. You know, it's just something has to stop for you and will stop. So I've got the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is really, I'm getting a really theatrical vibe here, really creative, really open heart, but that word theatrical really popped out in my head right now. Cups are related to your emotion. It's the sign of water. Interesting. I've got the 6 of Pentacles here. What I'm getting right away from this vibe here is that you're giving other people too much. This card is, it's a cycle of generosity, of being able to give when you have an excess, or somebody giving to you when they have an excess and you might be in need. But right away, I'm just seeing that you're giving either too much money or too much time or too much of your heart to a cause or an individual or a group. I think it's like to the point where you feel like you're empty and I don't know why you keep doing it. So we have the Page of Pentacles here. So the page talks about, you know, a new opportunity coming in for you related to finance or related to going back to school. This could also be a certain type of person, like really scholarly, coming in. There's either going to be somebody coming in or a situation related to work. How vague was that? I'm going to pull another card on that card right away, actually. This is interesting. So I've got the Emperor. So the Emperor is definitely somebody that is really like intelligent with business, doesn't lead emotionally, leads intellectually. You can see this person in high finance, you know, a high-ranking bank official or something, like he's really successful in business. And I think somebody like this is going to come in and help you organize a situation. I'm really just seeing with the Death card that some of you are giving way too much money to help other people in your family. That's what I'm getting here. And I think it's a detriment to you. I know a lot of people, like I live in Canada and I have some friends that are, you know, from other countries, and they're always sending money back home because they want to help, but then they live in poverty over here. And I think it's amazing that you want to help other people, but it shouldn't be to the point where you're doing without. So I'm seeing a certain need for a higher level of management of the situation And it could be that you're giving somebody too much of your heart also, but I'm seeing it kind of related to money so far. You could also be giving too much in a relationship, you know? So I'm definitely seeing you guys are always, always, always the one to do something. And somebody is kind of sitting back and allowing you to do it. And I think they have a sense of what it's doing to you, but I don't think they're really allowing that into their consciousness enough where they can say, hey, you know, I'm going to be okay for a little while if you want to take care of yourself. I think they're just sort of allowing it. So let's see what's going on with this Death card. I think you're actually hoping that the situation will end here because we've got the Star card. Like this is like wishing for something, wishing upon a star, having a level of expectation. I think you want things to change, and I can see that with the Death card and the Star card together. You're like really hoping that somebody's going to come in and do something for you, but you've got the Emperor, so that is going to happen. It might be financial advice. Let's keep going. So I've got the Eight of Rods underneath here, the King of Cups. That's a really interesting combination right now. So the Eight of Rods, you guys, is just related to travel, things happening at a really fast rate of speed, like things that you want to come in for yourself. So I think you see your situation with a little bit of clarity, but you're not sure how to stop it. You're not sure how to stop overextending your generosity. And I think you're doing it, like, to a certain degree, quite gladly, but you do realize that it's taking a piece of you to do this. And sometimes it's necessary. Like if you've got somebody in your family that is always borrowing money from you, you know, and they say, well, I'll pay you back, and then they never do. It's like, well, who's paying you back? You know what I mean? Or if you're always the one doing the nice thing, it can become a little bit stressful. It can leave you like not feeling so fabulous. So I want to pull a card on the Six of Pentacles for you here. Yeah, see, and I think the reason that you're doing this is because you feel like nobody else will help them. So I've got you like sort of overextending, giving too much, but then feeling that you have to. You feel like you have to with the Eight of Swords. Your thoughts are like swirling around you. But then you have the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor coming in to give you some help. Because this is what you're hoping for, really. I'm going to keep pulling cards here, you guys. Let's see what's going on with the Death card and the Star card. Okay, so I pulled the Hierophant card, guys. So you have to... I think you need to believe that this other person or family member, they can look out after themselves. And that person needs to start finding the strength within them to do it. You know, if you can do it, they can do it, right? I think you helped somebody when they were vulnerable, but now that they're not anymore, they just keep stretching out the hand because yours is there all the time. I think you're really determined to make this situation change, but you're just not sure how to do it. Like, you've got an eye on your future, and I think you've got this feeling right now that, you know, if I keep giving this much of myself or my paycheck to you, like, who's taking care of me? Right? And you're very determined, but I think you're also, you feel bad. I really want to see what's going on with the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords combination, because you're still giving too much, really, from what the cards are saying. But then you're telling yourself that you want out of it, but you don't know how to stop. And you're just really, you feel like your hands are tied. So let's see what's going on. Got the Nine of Pentacles. And this card, it's like, it's related to working hard on what you have to make it blossom in the future for you. So I think you really need to start looking at that, you know, and the more that you keep helping somebody else, the less they'll be able to help themselves. So I think that's a really good note to tell yourself. Like, why would anybody want to stand on their own 2 feet if they've got you? If they can just phone you and say, well, I can't pay this bill this month, or, you know, and it could be somebody that is just calling and venting their emotional drama on you, and it's taking a toll, whatever it is. Like, somebody is, they're chipping away at you slowly, and it's going to affect you on a long-term basis. So you need to just kind of be able to maneuver your own best interest to the front of how much you're doing for somebody else that is probably in a place right now where they could help themselves without always coming to you, but it's turned into a pattern, right? So then I've got the Page of Pentacles and then the Emperor. So you definitely have something coming in for you. It could be your own brainstorm. You could be getting a new job. Actually, I think somehow the person that you're helping, they could be getting this help, and it'll take sort of the pressure off of you. But let's pull one more card to see what's happening there. So I've got the Queen of Cups here. So the Queen of Cups, she's very sort of like a sensitive and caring person. I really think that this is you. And you're going to have to tell this other person, really, that they need to find their own way. But you're going to be able to do it in a really sensitive and caring way. I think I said way a lot. But do you know what I mean? Like, I really don't think this is going to stop otherwise, unless you say, hey, I'm really trying to help you out, but I think you're in a position where you can start helping yourself out, and maybe give them some advice where they could get some other resources. I'm going to pull one more card there. Then I've got the Knight of Rods. So I really love this card as sort of the last card that I'm going to pull here for you, because this is about moving on, really, right? Just moving on from the situation and doing it in a way that you're not going to hurt anybody else. You're going to be still very generous, but you're going to pull back on that thing that is helping to support somebody else. And I really think this is tied to your bank account, but it could be your financial bank account or your emotional bank account. Somebody is like really unable to find their own way while they're relying on you this much. So you're going to be able to tell them very gently, still offer support, but in a modified way so that you'll still be able to focus on your future. Because I think you're just being, you're being overly generous right now, and long term it could affect you. So that's what I'm seeing here, guys. Let me know if this resonates with you. And you can do this very, very kindly. You don't have to cause a big fight. I think you're probably going to hurt somebody's feelings when you say this. Sort of stand up for yourself. It's going to be mind-blowing to them, because I think they've been like coming to you for years, but there's other resources that people, you don't have to be the only resource that people turn to, right? So, and don't feel bad, you guys, because this person is perfectly able to take care of themselves. You know, they've just gotten used to you doing their stuff for them. So anyway, let me know what you think of the reading in the comments, guys. I'm going to wrap it up there and wish you guys all the best, and we'll see you back next time. Bye.